I forgot how fucked this place looked.
Hey, I'm Ben, and a year ago I moved from Australia to London. I went from playing some of the biggest festivals in Oz and selling out shows to coming over here and pretty much starting from scratch. I've always dreamt about playing big shows in far distant European lands. And I've got my sights set on the biggest, baddest festival there is. We're going to be documenting the whole journey. Welcome to London to Glasgow. Looking for my mark. I think it's here. So, I'm back making YouTube videos again. You might be wondering, Ben, why did you move to London? And I just want to start off by saying, I reckon Australia is my favourite place on the face of the earth. And I never really wanted to leave. I've always dreamed about playing this side of the world. You know, it seems like this is kind of like the heartbeat and the epicenter for everything dance music. And I just needed to be a part of it. Truth be told, when I first came over here, I sort of had this idea that I'd be able to continue doing what I was doing in Australia and, you know, keep playing these shows and being booked in clubs and playing festivals. And I quickly realized that that just wasn't the case. And at the start, I was a little bit bitter about it. You know, I couldn't understand why I could be quite frequently playing really fun shows and all that kind of thing in Oz. But then over here, it was like I was just starting from completely scratch. The more time I spent here, the more I realized how much of a blessing that was. A lot of artists talk about how they wish they could sometimes go back to when they were just starting out and, you know, feeling really hungry and they really wanted it. And then being able to experience that feeling twice has been the biggest blessing of my life. And I'm just so fucking grateful. So yeah, welcome to London to Glasgow. I always wanted to go to Glasgow, never been, so I couldn't get a fucking ticket. We're making these vlogs every week and we're going to be documenting sort of just like the little building blocks that go into achieving what you want to do. So, you know, in the next few months, there's a lot sort of happening. I'm building my event brand, Spud, which we've done a few shows of. It's an underground music event based in London. I've got a few more small shows planned. We're going to bring you along to that. And I'm in the process now of releasing a whole bunch of new music, filming music videos, and I'm making a new body of work with a whole new fresh sound I'm super, super excited about. And then obviously just the kind of fun stuff along the way. There's a hell of a lot of fucking degeneracy that goes on in this city and I can't wait to shoot it. I'm really excited to start documenting this journey because I think it'd be really cool to look back on it in a few years and hopefully I can inspire a few people in the process. Hey, welcome to the Clapham frat house. Pretty sure I'm the most stereotypical Australian known to man. DJ, I live with 4 other Australians and I live in fucking Clapham. First and foremost, I'm very aware that this is very uninteresting because I'm a carbon copy of everyone else in this fucking city. And second, it's a bit of a dump. Especially right now. You know, it is a massive shithole, but it's got character and we love it. And I fucking love living here. As you can see, this is the entryway. This is where we fight off all the demons when they come inside. Beyond. This room is typically Ben Christopher's room, one half of Nan's favorites. But now we have Zach living in there, which is great. They'll be back soon, they're just on holiday.
Hey guys.
Here we have Zachy boy, chefing up in the kitchen.
Fucking do you?
This is where we watched porn. This thing here, I've spent some serious times after nights out, just like looking at the ceiling, thinking about everything bad that's ever happened to me. Anyway, on to the next room. This is my favorite room in the house because it's ever changing. Oh God. It never stays the same way for more than a week at a time. Right now, we've been filming some stuff and having a few people over in here. So now this is set up in sports mode. Got a bike here, which is interesting because no one in the house cycles. It's not pretty. This is the backyard. Fuck. I forgot how fucked this place looked. My parents are gonna see this video. They're gonna be like, Ben, you're living in a fucking shithole. Should we go upstairs?
Yeah.
And everyone knows, okay, there's only one way to go upstairs. Like this. Look, I don't want to give too much detail here, but here's the shower, but toilet. This room is where Mr. Liam Dowling lives. He's with Benny somewhere in Albania. This is Willie's room. He's just moved in, but here's my room. This is where I spend 90% of my time just sort of going through kick samples and M1 presets until I can find the right sound that tickles my pickle in the right way. And then this one, I bought it, but I think it's kind of creepy now. Although she does.
What the fuck is that?
I like this one because it's nice to get my reflection off. And then yeah, this is my studio here. Honestly, it's pretty simple. The most important thing for me is that I just sort of feel comfortable. I think some of the best music is made on some of the most janky sort of studio setups. We want to nerd out on it a little bit. These are some old Adam audios. This is the most important part of my setup. My celebrity crush, Freya Allen. I hope one day I can finally meet her. Fuck. This screen is honestly the biggest game changer for me. Got my serum down here. Ableton up here. Focusrite, pretty fucking stock standard. What else? I use my AirPods a lot to produce. And I think it's been really helping me because I get ear fatigue really fast when I just use one type of sort of audio thing. And I can sort of forget what my tunes kind of sound like. So I'll work on these for 2 hours at a time, switch to the AirPods for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll notice different things that I need to fix in the tune. Basically just means that you don't have to take so many breaks. You can just sort of roll the whole way through. This MacBook's a piece of shit, super old. And then I have my Shure SM7B. Basically I can't sing to save my fucking life. Like I'm actually horrible. Basically what I do is I'll write the lyric in this big book and then I'll sing it into here. And then before anyone else sees it, I'll get someone else to re-sing it because my voice sounds like a cat dying. But that's the studio, that's the house. This is where we've been living for the last year. We're all so far away from home. And everyone in this house actually is all sort of trying to work towards a similar goal of make it on their own and doing something creative. And now Willie's moved into the house. And if you guys don't know, Willie back in the day was the one that was shooting all of the old YouTube videos. Even after we stopped shooting, we remained best mates. Pretty cool to come back right now and pick up where we left off. I wanted there to be sort of like an end goal for this series, and I think Glasgow is perfect because it's the biggest and the best festival on the planet. And I think it's important to set your sights high. We want to be on one of the big stages to a big crowd. We want 5,000-10,000 people watching. I'd love to sort of be a beacon to maybe inspire some other people to maybe go out of their comfort zone, you know, move to a new city, chase after something that might seem a little bit hard to reach. Even people that are from Australia that have moved somewhere else that are sort of finding it a little bit hard to sort of find out where they fit in the whole big wide world out there. Because sometimes Australia can feel quite small, even though I'm so far from knowing the right answer or the right path or anything. Feels good to be back in front of the camera. See you next week with the first actually proper full-on weekly vlog. Bye.